There are several actors who could portray Lex Luthor in the next Superman film, but it seems probable that Jesse Eisenberg won't be given the news that the DCU Superman is getting recast. One of Superman's toughest adversaries in comic book history, Lex Luthor has been portrayed by a plethora of reputable actors throughout the years since the character was first brought to the big screen. Now that the DC Universe seems to be undergoing a soft reboot, it's time for Lex Luthor to return to the Superman series in a new incarnation. Gene Hackman, Michael Rosenbaum, and Titus Welliver are just a few of the actors that have performed as the conceited millionaire in live action. However, Jesse Eisenberg played Lex Luthor in the DC Universe's most current rendition. No matter if he is the main antagonist or not, Lex Luthor is Superman's primary arch-enemy and frequently appears in Superman stories. Because Luthor is such a well-liked antagonist, he has developed beyond his original function as a simple Superman antagonist. The character frequently engages in complete superhero teams. Lex Luthor in the DCU has to be the main DC enemy, and Jesse Eisenberg is probably not the right choice for the role. So here are the actors who could be our next Lex Luthor. Number 1. Christopher Meloni. The DCU will likely want to go back to a more traditional version of Lex Luthor after the odd version in the Snyderverse, and Christopher Meloni is the ideal fit. Being tall, bald, and in excellent condition, Meloni looks the part. Additionally, he is in his early 60s, which makes him the appropriate age for a more experienced and mature Lex. At that age, the character may have had the opportunity to start a wildly successful business and move on to other pursuits, like taking on Superman. The fact that Meloni has performed in films like Oz and The Handmaid's Tale as a villain shows that he has the skills necessary to portray a part like Lex. He has experience working on comic book projects, having featured in the brief television series Happy and appearing in Man of Steel, demonstrating that he would gladly work on a Superman movie. He portrays Colonel Hardyther, a supporting role that Meloni's Lex might easily replace. Christopher Meloni is mostly a TV actor. Thus the DCU would have the chance to mold him into a legitimate movie star on top of everything else. Number 2. Giancarlo Esposito. Given that the adored actor has already portrayed a number of villains, Giancarlo Esposito is one of the more well-known Lex Luthor fancasts. His work as Gus Fring on Breaking Bad demonstrates his ability to play a villain who manages a big organization like LexCorp while maintaining composure, and his tenure on the show demonstrates his willingness to devote a significant amount of time to a franchise. Esposito portrays Stan Edgar, a Lex Luthor-like villain in The Boys, and during the course of the series, the character even engages in conflict with Homelander. Esposito's prior experience, though, is one of the main reasons he should play Lex Luthor in the DC Universe. In the animated series Harley Quinn, he provides the Lex Luthor voice. Since his debut, Esposito's animated Luthor has received accolades, and given his acting skills, it could easily be adapted to live action. Giancarlo Esposito has portrayed some of the most well-known villains of recent years, thus it seems to reason that he would be cast as Lex Luthor, the main enemy of the DC Universe. Number 3. Ralph Fiennes. Any rendition of Lex Luthor needs class, and Ralph Fiennes is all about it. Ralph Fiennes is a perfect choice for the role of Lex since films like The Grand Budapest Hotel and The King's Man demonstrate his ability to portray people who can maintain high standards in the face of extreme pressure. Fiennes has a history of portraying powerful, affluent antagonists in films like The Prince of Egypt and Schindler's List. He has also committed to playing franchise antagonists like Voldemort in Harry Potter for an extended period of time. Fiennes doesn't often veer from his English accent, but his history as a villain and his royal bearing show that he would make a great Lex. Number 4. Billy Zane. Billy Zane from Titanic is another possible Lex Luthor replacement in the DC Universe, and Titanic has everything he needs. Caledon Hockley, the antagonist in the film Titanic played by Billy Zane, is a notoriously rich and egotistical figure. One of Lex Luthor's defining characteristics is his exaggerated feeling of self-importance, which Zane could wonderfully portray. Since his previous performing days, Zane has lost his hair, and in recent years, he has taken on the exact appearance of Lex Luthor. Since his 1990s peak, the actor's star power has declined, and the upcoming Superman film in the DC Universe may mark Billy Zane's major return. Number 5. Jon Hamm. Jon Hamm is a popular candidate for Lex Luthor and a great fit as the Superman antagonist. Hamm's portrayal of Don Draper on Mad Men demonstrates his ability to play Lex Luthor in a way that is more akin to Gene Hackman's interpretation of the villain. Lex Luthor is frequently utilized as a critique of American capitalism. As seen in every role and interview he has ever had, Hamm possesses the precise kind of charisma required to pull off Luthor. Hamm was reportedly in negotiations to portray Mr. Sinister in Fox's X-Men series, which would indicate that he would be open to playing a significant antagonist in a show like the DC Universe's Superman. Number 6. Trevante Rhodes. Trevante Rhodes, although being a less conventional choice, has the ability to make a brilliant Lex Luthor for the DC Universe. The DCU needs actors that can play both serious and silly parts, and Rhodes has shown this by playing in both Moonlight and The Predator. Rhodes also portrays Mike Tyson in Hulu's Mike, demonstrating his ability to play a super-rich character with a large ego. The Lex Luthor part could be Rhodes' best chance to break into the mainstream after his success in smaller films. James Gunn, the CEO of 600 Studios, said that the upcoming Superman movie will feature a younger version of the character when the company announced it was recasting Superman. Trevante Rhodes would be a great choice if the DC Universe wanted to use a younger Lex Luthor as a foe for the new Superman. Trevante Rhodes might start young and advance with the franchise because he is just in his early 30s. There are many unanswered mysteries surrounding Lex Luthor's persona in the next Superman film from the DC Universe, but a number of actors would make excellent choices. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.